So Earth's mightiest heroes get abducted by Doc Seismic of all people, then Mark and Eve try stopping him, but Doc claps their cheeks too. I mean, if you can't handle a fucking geologist, what are you gonna do when this guy arrives? All hope seems lost, but then Cecil sends in Darkwing and Rhiannon, who pretty much save the day. After Doc Seismic is defeated, Mark immediately loses his shit like a Karen on her periods and starts preaching to Cecil that what he's doing is wrong. The motherfucker didn't even say thank you for saving his ass. You see, Rhiannon are built by this guy Sinclair, who did terrible experiments on college students, and Darkwing killed some people in past, so Mark thinks they should be in prison while Cecil believes he can use their skills for a greater good. Things escalate between these two to the point that Cecil uses this secret earpiece weapon and the Rhiannon against Mark. The Guardians get involved, everything gets messy. As a result, the Guardians split, Mark and Cecil break apart, leaving the Earth and its defense in a vulnerable position. Now, who's wrong in this situation, you might ask? Well, mostly Mark. You see, Mark has a kind heart and he means well, no doubt about it. With that being said, he's also an emotionally immature, idealistic douchebag who refuses to see the whole complexity of the situation. Cecil is a practical man. He does what's necessary to keep things in order. Considering the incoming Viltrumite threat, it's only logical to use every resource to protect Earth, even if those resources are morally questionable.
D.A. Sinclair's a genius. Darkwing cracked from fighting endless crime in Midnight City. You don't waste people like that, you reform them. Repair them. Let them make restitution for their mistakes.
He ain't lying.
You think regular people care whether the person that saves them is a good guy or not? Normal people are not invincible. They don't have the luxury of being a moral grandstanding hypocritical asshole. Most people just want to survive.
You're a hypocrite, waltzing off to help your mass-murdering dad. But God forbid anyone else screws up and then tries to make good.
He ain't lying.
And just to prove my point, right after this incident, Mark's brother Oliver kills 2 people without any remorse. So if we follow Mark's logic, the kid should go to prison. But of course this is different. He doesn't know any better. We can change him. We can fix him. Not the other guys though. Now that doesn't mean Cecil is completely right here. First of all, the whole secret earpiece weapon was too far. Yeah, you could say that it was a fail-safe, necessary measure just in case something went wrong. Considering last time humanity was at the mercy of a Viltrumite, an entire city went to shit. But we shouldn't forget that Mark was the one who managed to stop Omni-Man. The kid took a phenomenal ass-whooping for all of us. To plant a secret weapon against him after all that is a dick move to say the least. Another problem I have with Cecil is how terribly he handled the whole situation. The moment Mark started raising his voice, Cecil just turned hostile, which escalated the whole conflict even more. It's like he was waiting for the opportunity to use his secret gadgets against him. Instead, what he should have done is to remind Mark that it was him who asked for a job. So if he doesn't like the job, he can just fuck off to work in the Burger King. Technically, Cecil doesn't owe him any explanation, considering that he and every other hero are breathing right now because of the decisions he made. Cecil is an experienced veteran who's seen some shit. His backstory showed us that. While Mark is just 19, the only thing this kid is good at is blocking people's punches with his face. I mean, it took him 2 seasons to ask out the girl he liked. And don't even get me started how bad he handled that. His friend William warned him not to bring up the whole alternate universe crap, and he still did it. You know, there's being honest, and then there's being an imbecile. You see, the problem with Mark is that he only does things that make him feel good about himself. He doesn't have the balls to do what's necessary. For now, at least. He sees the world in black and white. According to Mark, a lie is still bad, even if it saves someone's life. Heck, he wouldn't even lie to save his own ass. Let's take William's boyfriend Rick for example. He was one of Sinclair's victims who was rehabilitated thanks to Cecil's people. Just when he learned to deal with his trauma, Mark goes ahead and tells the poor guy that Sinclair is working for the government now. And then after seeing how Rick reacted to that, he goes,
Maybe I shouldn't have brought it up.
Yeah, no shit. Dude, where is my boy Omni-Man? He really needs to slap some sense into this kid. Anyway, this was my opinion on Mark vs. Cecil drama, if you could call it that way. Now, I know some comic book nerds out there are gonna say that Cecil will make big mistakes in future, and I'm aware of that. I'm something of a nerd myself. But at this point, in this specific situation, I think he's right. Mostly. And that's about it. See you.